நீங்கள் யூஎஸ் போகிறதுக்கு the biggest risk is money. Tuition மட்டும் $90,000. 8 years ago நான் US மட்டும்தான் பார்த்தேன். I think நான் USல applied to 6 or 7 universities. I applied to HEC Paris. Because அப்போ வந்து US was kind of a clear choice, but note, even back then, Trump was in office. நான் 2019 graduate.
Okay, அப்படின்னா roughly about like 70 வச்சிருந்தாலே 60-70 lakhs in those days actually.
Exactly. எங்கள் அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட 2020லேருந்து I kept telling them I'm going to quit. நான் இங்கே சந்தோஷமா இல்லை. I'm looking for something else. I'm going to quit. Obviously, every time அப்பா will be like, why are you doing that? You have a stable job. I'm thinking now that it's actually, I'm so lucky. They've been so supportive of my books. You asked me what have you been doing since you quit. நான் இது வரைக்கும் 2 book publish பண்ணிருக்கேன். I'm just finishing my 3rd book, which is my first fiction novel. And I've also hosted some big events. இந்த வருஷம் ஒரு conference host பண்ணோம்.
எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு பெரிய டவுட், யூஎஸ் போகலாமா வேண்டாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்குறீங்களா? பெஸ்ட்டு பசங்க என்ஐடி ட்ரிச்சியில் படிச்சுட்டு கொலம்பியா யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் மாஸ்டர்ஸ் பண்ணிவிட்டு நம்மளோட இன்றைக்கி சௌந்தர்யா உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங் த பாட்காஸ்ட். உங்களுக்கு என்னென்னலாம் டவுட் இருக்கோ எல்லாத்தையும் ஆன் பிகாஃப் ஆஃப் யூ ஐம் கோயிங் டு ஆஸ்க் ஹர். ஸோ டெல் மீ திஸ், இஸ் யூஎஸ் ஸ்டில் இஸ் த லேண்ட் ஆஃப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி ஆர் லேண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்?
It's not one or the other, I would say. US வந்து it has always been a high risk, high reward country.
Okay.
Always.
இந்த இதில் ஃபினான்ஸ்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்கள்ல, நீ ஹை ரிஸ்க் எடுத்தனா நல்லா ப்ராஃபிட் கிடைக்கும், இல்லை அதுக்கு ஏற்றாப்புல லோ ரிஸ்க் எடுத்தனா அது மாதிரியா?
ஆமாம், பிகாஸ் நீங்கள் யூஎஸ் போகிறதுக்கு the biggest risk is money.
Yeah.
Let's say Colombia, for example, நான் டியூஷன் மட்டும் $90,000 back in 2017.
That's like,
இப்போ it could be maybe even higher.
Yeah.
And then living expenses இன்னொரு $20,000 to $25,000 because நான் நியூயார்க்ல இருந்தேன்.
Okay, yeah. One of the most expensive cities.
Exactly. So because of that, together it came to $120,000 for 3 semester course, masters.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So that's a big commitment.
Undoubtedly. In value body, nothing less than 1.1 crores actually.
ஆமாம், எக்ஸாக்ட்லி. அண்ட்
ப்ராபப்லி தட் மை 2019 நீங்கள் எப்போ படிச்சீங்க?
நான் 2019 கிராஜுவேட் பண்ணேன்.
ஓகே, அப்படின்னா ரஃப்லி அபவுட் லைக் 70 வச்சிருந்தாலே 60-70 lakhs in those days actually.
எக்ஸாக்ட்லி. ஸோ நான் லோன் வந்து 60 lakhs எடுத்தேன்.
ஓகே.
And I also got a scholarship. SN Bose, I'm sorry, not SN Bose, JN Tata and KC Mahindra.
Okay.
I think அவங்க இன்னும் maybe பண்றாங்க scholarship கொடுக்குறாங்க. So good. People should check it.
Yeah.
Back then எனக்கு I got ஒரு 10 lakhs from one of them and 8 lakhs from the other.
Okay.
But they were loan scholarships.
Oh, okay.
So they're not scholarship, it's a no interest loan.
Oh, okay. That means like you have to pay back to them.
I do have to pay back,
interest
but no interest for up to 7 years. So I paid it back within like 2 years, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So the 60 lakh loan and 18 lakhs was what I used for my education.
Okay.
Thankfully, na second semester முடியும் போதே ஒரு internship கிடைச்சிருது Salesforceல.
Okay.
So அந்த internshipல earn பண்ண எல்லாத்தையுமே I sent it back home to pay back the loan. And I also got a full-time job at Salesforce.
Okay, that's good.
And that paid me very well. So full-time job வந்து just for reference, my base salary was $130,000.
Okay.
And bonus was another 10-15%. So in total $150,000 something.
Good.
Which is a very good salary for someone who's just graduating.
Up to 6-7 years back.
Yes. And அதனால தான் என்னால லோன் வந்து ஒரு வருஷத்துலயே நான் பே பண்ணிட்டேன். Like every dollar I got, including the sign-on bonus.
Okay.
அமிச்சு பே பண்ணிட்டேன் ஒரு 1-ish yearsல.
That's good.
But your question is US still worth it?
Yeah.
I would say the risk-reward ratio it has gone slightly skewed the last year. There's more risk இப்போ.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened this year.
Correct.
A lot of noise came out.
Correct.
I'm sure நீங்களே கவர் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க நிறைய.
Correct.
So I would just say the risk is higher than it was 8 years ago. Reward is still there.
Still there, yeah.
I would say in fact, if you're going into certain fields, like if you're going into big tech, and specifically if your specialization, let's say, is as an AI engineer or a hardware engineer,
okay,
or someone who works on like chip engineering and so on,
yeah,
there's a lot of demand, let's say.
Okay.
But I have also heard a lot of students not getting jobs in the last few years, layoffs nala.
Yeah.
But I do want to caution by saying, iduvarikum, no one has published data on what percentage of international students
Okay.
who go from India to America,
Yeah.
who graduate, do not get a job. Aduvarikum, you haven't seen like a clear statistic on that.
Yeah. Okay.
So whatever I say is a personal experience la na solren.
Correct.
From what people tell me.
Correct.
So I also wouldn't take that as an unbiased view.
True. So இவ்வளோ ரிஸ்க் எடுத்துட்டு அதாவது வந்து ஐ மீன் லைக் ஏன்னா ஃபால் பேக் வந்து ஹெவியாக இருக்கும் சம்படி சே லைக் 60 lakhs 70 lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just keeping that as a benchmark. Okay. Fallback is by chance if they're getting a job. Okay, that's fine. Because there are data says almost 50% of students, they take loan for going abroad.
Right.
It should be more, but I'm just, as per the data, it is 50% of students actually. அவங்க வந்து ஒரு 50-60 லட்சம் ரூபா அங்கே பே பண்ண முடியலை பை சான்ஸ் இஃப் யூஆர் நாட் கெட்டிங் அ ஜாப் அப்படின்னா இஃப் தி கம் பேக் இட் வில் பி அ ஒஸ்ட் இட் மே பி அ ஒஸ்ட் டிசிஷன்ஸ் ஆக்சுவலி. ஓகே, with the current condition, say like example, because a lot of people not even getting an internship, getting a job is, I mean like that's as per the, again, it's the date. I'm not going by data, it is a feel. Okay.
But that's what I have to say. You're saying that because last 3 years there's been a lot more news coming out of US.
Correct.
A lot more influencers are talking about it.
Correct.
So it could be slightly biased, but keep going. So
Yeah,
you're saying...
okay. So, I mean, my question is like, there is a number of other alternatives are there. So is it again, I mean like, with all this risk, okay, is it worth going?
Let me answer it this way. If I was a student today, and now I didn't have a preference for one country over another. Let's say
Okay.
I just want to learn, let's say now I'm doing a master's in creative writing, for example.
Good.
If I was looking to a master's, that's what I would do. Because I'm a writer, I want to focus on that. I wouldn't just look at the US. Now matta country definitely paapén. I would look at all countries out there that's
Okay.
ranked well for my field,
Okay.
which is creative writing. And now adula rank panni, I look at the tuition fee,
Okay.
living expenses,
Okay.
immigration, which many students don't look at.
Yeah.
Like
very
people
true.
they have to look at what kind of visa do I have to work on after graduating.
That's
Because
very
the whole point of our country to work there and earn the money and then pay back the loan.
Correct.
Right? Very important. I would look at that. I would look at weather. There are places where it's very, very cold.
Cold, yeah.
Not meant for everyone.
Yeah.
And I would look at scholarships. Do they offer scholarships, this university or not?
Okay.
So now I wouldn't just look at the US. 8 years ago, I US mattum paathen. I think now US I applied to 6 or 7 universities.
Okay.
I applied to HEC Paris because they had a great master's in management program.
Okay. Okay.
And maybe something in INSEAD London. I don't remember. But
Okay.
just US the heavier paathen.
Okay. Okay.
Because upon the US was kind of a clear choice, but
Very
note, even back then, Trump was in office.
Yeah.
That was Trump's first term.
Correct.
But it wasn't as noisy as today.
Today, yeah, that's true. See, you have talked about one of the key point for studying abroad is immigration. Okay. Student வந்து STEMல போனானா 3 years OPT. And within 90 days, he has to pick up something. Okay, whether it is paid or unpaid. First year unpaid, it's okay if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay. So in the situation, because they've already passed the bill saying like no more lottery by equal things. It is like level 1, level 2, whoever is going to be a wage அதிகமாக இருக்கோ அவங்களுக்கு preference is going to be more, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, just to clarify.
Yeah.
இப்போதைக்கு they've published the final rule.
Okay.
It will go into effect 60 days from now.
Okay.
It could be challenged in court.
Okay.
But இப்போதைக்கு, yes, they've published the final rule. If you make more salary,
yeah,
essentially level 4 unga wage irundha, you'll get 4 entries.
Four
versus level 3 na 3,
Yeah.
level 2 na 2 and so on.
Okay. So with this kind of a situation, so அவனுக்கு H1B மட்டும் டிபெண்ட் பண்ணானா, I mean, his risk is very, very high. So what are all the other choices available for a student who's still aspiring to study US?
Okay. So we're assuming that they want to go to the US only, or that angada their first preference is there.
Yeah.
To that, first of all, I'll say don't just put your eggs in one basket. Definitely look at other countries.
Yeah.
But if you are going to be set on US, the I'll list out a few alternatives.
Yeah.
Because எல்லாத்துக்குமே pros and cons இருக்கு.
Correct.
It's like no one magic bullet இப்போ. The first alternative that I'm on is called the O1 visa.
Okay.
O1 வந்து it was introduced in 1990.
Okay.
Same year as H1B.
Okay.
ஆனா the people it's meant for, O1, is different.
Okay.
இது வந்து they wanted O1 to attract top talent from across the world.
Okay.
So H1B was a skilled worker visa. நீங்க H1B கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு you just need a bachelor's degree and then a job in your field or something like that. O1 la வந்து you need to actually be an expert in your field. And they judge that based on 8 criteria plus one more comparable evidence or 9th criteria.
Okay.
So நீங்க அதுல 3 satisfy பண்ணாதான் they'll give you the O1.
Okay.
That's one example. Okay. It's not meant for everyone. It's meant for people who are experts.
Okay.
But என்னோட advice there would be, there is a good chance no one watching this is an expert right now in their field, because இப்பதான் they're going to study.
True.
But maybe in 4 or 5 years, yeah, I think people can become experts.
Recently I saw a post, a student, okay, my daughter's friend actually, student got O1.
Correct. You said 19-year-olds, some kid.
Yeah.
So those are outliers. அது வந்து ஒரு bell curve இருந்தா, that's like this part of the bell curve.
Yeah.
நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, most people, including myself, I would not be qualified for an O1 when I was 20 years old in India. Chance இல்லை. But நான் O1 வந்து எனக்கு I got when I was 26 or 27.
Okay.
But இப்போ நான் 20 yearsலே அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சா, I could have gotten it at 25 or 24. Because நான் வந்து I would have worked harder for it. I would have understood, okay, இந்த மாதிரி criteria வந்து if I focus on these things, it helps towards this.
You took some, I mean, ஒரு different path. அதாவது வந்து, I mean, university முடிச்ச உடனே you got into Salesforce.
Yes.
Okay, then you quit. I don't know, back home, will they accept it? Okay.
I mean, என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? Obviously not.
ஏன்னா அதுவும் ட்ரெடிஷ்னலாக நம்ம வந்து ஒரு, ஐ மீன் எஸ்பெஷலி தமிழ்நாடு, இந்த மாதிரி ரிஸ்க் எடுக்கிறதுக்கெலாம், அதுவும் ஒரு கேர்ள் ரிஸ்க் எடுக்கிறதுனா இன்னும். ஸோ ஐ மீன் ஓகே, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டெல் மீ திஸ், லைக் what made you to quit, and after that what you have done?
நான் actually almost 4 வருஷம் ஆச்சு quit பண்ணி. Almost, yeah, exactly 4 வருஷம் ஆச்சு. நான் quit பண்ணும்போது I was 25, இப்போ நான் 29. And I was making a lot of money. அப்போ quit பண்ணும்போது ஒரு $200,000 in the salary.
Okay.
Obviously, that's a lot of money.
2 days, 1.8 crores.
1.8 crores or something. Although, of course, US la 200,000 is not the same as India 1.8. But still, I was making very good money, very privileged, obviously, good job, great company. And in fact, the manager, some people think now that I quit because we're a toxic manager. My manager was excellent.
Okay, that's good.
Amazing manager. ஆனாலும் நான் leave. Why did I quit? நான் வந்து have you read Shoe Dog by Phil Knight?
இல்ல.
So Nike's founder Phil Knight.
Okay.
அவர் வந்து he wrote a biography, a memoir called Shoe Dog.
Okay.
அந்த bookல ஒரு specific quote is one of my favorite quotes.
Okay.
It says, he wrote this, I tell men in their 20s and 30s not to settle for a job or a profession or even a career.
Okay.
Rather, seek a calling. Even if you don't know what that means, just seek it. Obviously, அது வந்து ரொம்ப abstract concept. What is a calling? But எனக்கு என்ன clear-ஆ தெரிஞ்சிதுன்னா, this is not my calling. Okay. Working as a product manager in the cyber security side of a B2B CRM company, that's not my calling.
Okay.
நான் வந்து எனக்கு I love writing. I love researching. I love to read books on many topics.
Okay.
So clearly I felt like நம்ம ஒரு 8 to 9 hours spend பண்றோம் in the office ல. That's almost 60-70% of your waking time when you're awake.
Yeah.
அதுல ஒரு சந்தோஷம் இல்லைன்னா எதுக்கு பண்ணும் அதை? அண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி கொஸ்டின் வந்து என்னோட அப்பாவால கேட்டிருக்க முடியாது. Because அப்பா வந்து he was so poor, he just had to work because there was no other choice.
Okay.
But I had the privilege.
Okay.
So I think if anyone has that privilege who's watching this, who doesn't have to feed their children or feed their family, but they can take some risks.
Yeah.
I encourage people to be bold enough to take risks, especially in their 20s, early 20s. Appada neenga you can take risks without affecting a lot of people around you.
Very true. Because one question you are yet to answer, because convincing yourself is one part.
Correct.
Okay. I'm not going to the part of convincing people around you, because that's, I feel it is none of our job. But at least convincing family, it is important actually.
Yeah, there I have a tip, which is, நான் end of 2021 quit பண்ண job.
Okay.
எங்க அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட 2020லேருந்து I kept telling them I'm going to quit. So it was not news for them. அவங்களுக்கு 1.5 years நான் சொல்லிட்டே இருந்தேன்.
Okay.
நான் இங்க சந்தோஷமா இல்ல. I'm looking for something else. I'm going to quit. Obviously, every time Appa will be like, why are you doing that? You have a stable job. It's a great job. Why do you have to quit this? And எனக்கு புரியுது why he is saying that.
Yeah.
Because அவருக்கு வந்து
அந்த அவங்களோட மென்டாலிட்டி ஒரு கம்பெனில ஜாயின் பண்ணி ரிட்டையர் ஆகிற வரைக்கும் அதே கம்பெனில இருக்கணும்.
Yeah, and of course I could also see how crazy I sounded from his perspective. To quit a job like this. எனக்கு புரிஞ்சுது. But so நான் quit பண்ணும்போது அவங்களுக்கு it was not a surprise. They knew for a year that it's coming. அப்போ கூட they weren't happy or supportive, I would say, in the beginning. In fact, my dad would keep telling people I'm still working at Salesforce even though I quit. Because he doesn't want to tell people my daughter she's exploring in her career. I get it. எனக்கு புரியுது. But eventually they both came around very well, and last 3.5 years they've been nothing but supportive, which I'm thinking now that it's actually I'm so lucky.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
They've been so supportive of my books. You asked me what have you been doing since you quit. நான் இது வரைக்கும் 2 book publish பண்ணிருக்கேன். Non-fiction.
Yeah.
I'm just finishing my 3rd book, which is my first fiction novel. I ran a company in the US.
Okay.
Until a few months ago, a community run to help immigrants. Recently, it got taken over and acquired by someone.
Yeah.
And I've also hosted some big events. இந்த வருஷம் ஒரு conference host பண்ணோம்.
Yeah, that was a good one.
1000 பேர் வந்தாங்க. That was
amazing, no? Good one, yeah.
I saw a lot
of, all known influencers were part of it actually.
We reached out to literally over 200 creators who are all immigrants in the US because we wanted them to be a part of this. ஒரு 40 பேர் வந்திருப்பாங்க or yes னு சொன்னாங்க.
Super. One more thing is, you talked about creative writing, okay? So you did 3 books, including the last book, 1000. What is the book is now?
1000 Days of Love.
1000 Days of Love actually. That I wanted to still spend some time on that actually, because I literally watch your almost all your LinkedIn post actually. Okay.
Thank you.
Including your London experience.
Oh, fun. Great story.
Tell us about that actually, because somebody who's writing a book, because today ஹாரி பாட்டர்லாம் சொல்லலாம், அது 1 in million தான் who makes really money தான். Okay. Because I am also an author. I published 1 book. 2வது book நான் எழுதிட்டு இருக்கேன், ஒன்றும் பப்ளிஷ் பண்ண முடியல ஆக்சுவலா.
Okay.
I wanted to publish a book on scholarship. Last year கிட்டத்தட்ட I helped close around 8 crores scholarship. Tuition fees la. Okay. We have identified close around 253 scholarship. Every scholarship I have a 6-page document. Okay. So we come back to that, because I know author what makes it. Literally nothing except their self-satisfaction now. Okay. So I really wanted to know about it, because 1.8 crores outute I wanted to be a creative writer. Okay. Tell me about that. Okay, tell me about your journey of 3 books and where we are. Yeah.
Great question, because now anytime I say I am a writer and I live in San Francisco, I know people are thinking, how?
Yeah.
Where do you make money?
Yeah.
The truth is, and I've been very public about this too, last 4 years, let's say. Now, first year, I barely made anything.
Yeah, okay.
I only lost money.
Okay.
Because I was spending monthly expenses. So, really not a great year. அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் வந்து $100,000 raise பண்ணேன்.
Super.
அது ஒரு crowd funding campaign என்னோட second book Unshackled.
Okay.
50,000 raise பண்ணேன். 612 backers.
Okay.
And இன்னொரு 50,000 எனக்கு grant கிடைச்சது.
Super.
There is something called Emergent Ventures.
Oh, okay.
They fund Indian projects too. In fact, they have a big India division now where they fund projects.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere
they are based out of US.
Based out of US, but they have divisions in India and other countries.
Okay.
They fund moonshot projects nu solluvaanga.
Super. Okay.
So in my case it was a book and community, but they also fund a lot of science projects, innovative projects, literary projects and so on. Super. So $100,000 na raise panna adu moolama. That was enough for me to finish the book. Because 100,000, once again, it's not profit, it's revenue.
I got it.
Adil obviously printing cost irukku, editing pay pannu, it wasn't that much when it came down to the profit. But if you look at the pie chart, let's say last or a few years of revenue, book sales I would say less than 10%. நான் கம்யூனிட்டி ரன் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன் முன்னாடி. அதில் by the time I left there were about 800 people, members. And எல்லாமே paying members.
Oh, okay. That's
so
good.
அது மூலமா I made some money.
Okay, very good.
And then sponsorship from events. நான் ஒரு book tour பண்ணேன்.
Okay.
2024ல 2023ல ஒரு 300 member book launch event organize பண்ணேன். இந்த வருஷம் 1000 member event organize பண்ணேன்.
Super.
So இந்த மாதிரி பெரிய பெரிய events and book tours மூலமா நிறைய sponsorship நான் raise பண்ணேன்.
Super.
I learned how to raise sponsorships from companies. அது மூலமா I made a good chunk of the revenue. And others would probably come from social media partnerships with companies in the same field. Maybe a few consulting here and there.
Okay.
But so my point is, you see how book sales were not a big chunk of the total revenue. Ana இப்போ third bookல I'm trying to change that if possible.
Okay.
In the book it's a very near and dear project and we'll talk more, but my goal in this book is try to reach 100,000 copies sold.
Amazing.
In the next 2 years once it comes out. The funny thing is, even if you sell 100,000 copies, do you know how much you make?
Yeah, literally.
You probably make over $1 a book, $1.50.
Yeah.
So it's still not even a full-time salary of what I used to get.
Yeah.
But now, my advice to anyone who are thinking of a creative career is, people think you have to be one or the other. One side, you have a starving artist nu solluvaangala.
Correct.
People who they care so much about their art that they don't make any money, and they're constantly worried. On the other side, you have people who's like pure capitalist. Ellathilime, let's see how we can make money.
Yeah.
But there is a middle ground where you can be practical and figure out multiple revenue sources if you want to be a creative person.
Yeah.
Without exploiting people and actually offering value.
Okay.
And it takes time.
Yeah, got it.
So yeah, that's my advice.
Sure. I mean, say like example, rather I put it other way around. The book helped you to explore other possible revenue streams?
Absolutely. The book, I think of it as book as the foundation. And then you build all these pillars on top of it. And also, at the end of the day, the book, any author writes it for themselves. Now, I wrote Unshackled for myself, admitted for myself, 1,000 Days of Love. So, it's definitely a labor of love. No one writes a book thinking, I'm going to become a millionaire from this. Like, yeah, even J.K. Rowling did not think that when she was writing.
Seriously, yeah. Okay. Because, I mean, as I told you, 1,000 days, London poninga, because you said like, you went on talent visa. Okay, London talent visa, on the post na paathen. Within few days, next post paathen with one eye punched. Tell us about that. Like, it's because you all the way went to, you want to write the book, you went to London. Tell us about that.
Yeah. There is still a lot of regret anger. Even when I think now, it's been 1 year and 2 months.
One of the worst city in London actually for theft.
I haven't kept track, but now September 16th I landed London last year, 2024. And I got the UK Global Talent Visa nu solluvaanga. I was so excited because first of all, immigration was sorted.
Okay.
This visa let me stay there for up to 5 years if I wanted.
Okay.
And then convert to PR automatically. Secondly, now I got into Faber Academy.
Okay.
Or it's a prestigious UK publication.
Okay.
They had a novel writing 6-month fellowship
Oh, okay.
for aspiring novelists like
Oh,
me.
okay.
And first-time novelists specifically. So it was a great program. I got in and எல்லாமே plan பண்ணி ready like I booked my Airbnb for a month. Thankfully only for a month. And அங்க போய் land ஆனேன். Day 2, I was walking around London streets and looking for a co-working space.
Yeah.
Or office space. Appo, it was not even a dark street. It was middle of the afternoon, 2 o'clock, and there were people like around, but on the specific moment, on the street, yarum illa.
Okay.
Like on the 1 minute, there were no people in a 100 feet radius.
Okay.
This tall guy approached me. He came and asked for money.
Money, yeah.
He asked me in a British accent, "You got any money?" And I was like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't have money." Adukaprom all I remember next is 5 second kaprom I remember looking down and there was blood all over my hands, my phone, shirt. I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing like a hoodie on that day. And then I realized, oh my god, this guy just punched me. I didn't even know that he did that.
Yeah.
And it was a very scary 10 minutes, I would say. Or first 10 நிமிஷம் வந்து என்னாச்சுன்னா, the funny thing is he didn't steal anything from me.
Yeah, okay.
எங்க பேக் இருந்தது, அதுல லேப்டாப், ஃபோன், பாஸ்போர்ட்லாம் இருந்தது.
Nothing is taken.
He didn't steal that. He just attacked me. அதுக்கப்புறம் he was standing behind and I was bleeding and I looked back and I was like, what did you do? அப்போ this other guy was running towards us because he saw this happen.
Okay.
I thought this guy is also going to hit me.
Oh, okay.
That was the scariest moment of my life. When you're already bleeding and this happens. Thankfully, this other person came and he saved me. அவரை பார்த்தோன்னே this guy ran away. He came, he called the police, the ambulance, a first responder came. The ambulance never came. We waited for 15 minutes.
That's known for NHS.
So the police took me in their car because ambulance வரவே இல்லை. And what happened was my right eye began, like it closed. I couldn't see through it. So it began swelling a lot. So the police took me to the hospital. They made me sign, ask me for a statement. Adukaprom they left. And the 3 hours I was sitting in the hospital by myself, waiting for the doctor to see me. Appodan I felt the sense of, I don't want to be here. I think if this had happened, ஒரு 2 மாசத்துக்கு அப்புறம் நடந்தா, I would be okay. I think I would have stayed in London because on the second day நால எனக்கு யாருமே தெரியலங்க. Not even a single person. Thankfully, a friend of a friend was in London.
Okay.
So somehow I got their number. I called them.
Yeah.
They came and took care of me for the next few days. But there's something about, there's so much excitement in moving to a new country. Anna, people don't realize you have no one in those first few weeks and months.
Yeah.
No one to take care of you. No, mom to take care of you when you're sick. Appa, he's not going to take care of your expenses.
Correct.
So, adhanala I decided to leave London, which I still regret to some extent. I feel like maybe I should have stayed, but it's okay. Doesn't matter.
I mean, whatever has to happen, it'll happen.
Exactly.
Okay, coming back to the point, US. Let's also talk about employment, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the one area earlier, I mean, okay, எப்படியாவது போயிரு, அங்கே போனால் எப்படியாவது பொழைச்சிக்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிற கான்செப்ட் no more is going to work out, actually. நான் எப்படியாவது யூஎஸ் போயிட்டேன்னா அங்கே போய் என்ன வேணால் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay. So, I mean, right now, I even tell people that, there are universities only Indians. There are university runs only for 2 days in a week. அந்த மாதிரி யூனிவர்சிட்டியெல்லாம் போகிறது, it is like blind eye, இல்லை what is your choice, actually? There are 2 things which I want to know. One is employment, which are all the areas where the employments are there. Second is about the universities.
Are you asking what areas employments are there?
Yeah,
what is it?
Example like AI, or if we talk about cybersecurity, or if we talk about, say, some of these areas, people talk about there are jobs are available. Some of the areas like, finance, I'm not sure whether still there are jobs are available. What are those things, actually?
I'll be very honest. I don't keep track of this part of US இப்போ.
Okay.
Not because job நான் பார்த்து it's been 8 years. Sometimes I share resources on my social media like
Okay.
that I come
Yeah,
across.
yeah.
But my one suggestion is what you said. Don't be like அங்க போய் பார்த்துக்கலாம். That's a bad attitude. Probably you'll be okay அப்படி பண்ணாலும். Because I do think people get more resilient in a new country.
Okay.
அங்க வந்து வேற வழி இல்ல.
Yeah, they have
When
to be
you're
on
paying
their
$20 for a meal,
yeah.
you start to figure out how can I get a job at the earliest. For the second question, are you talking about day one CPT or something? And I didn't
இல்ல
understand.
and say like example people who goes with the two 2 நாள் தான் இருக்கும் யூனிவர்சிட்டியில்.
Okay.
Most of the universities are like, I mean, there are universities தண்ட யூனிவர்சிட்டியாக இருக்கும்ல அந்த மாதிரி யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் what is that?
Oh, wait, you mean like or a tier, not even 3, but tier 5 universities?
ஆமாம்.
அது people just go for a degree, வேற எதுக்கும் இல்ல.
ஆமாம், அவனோட clear cut விசா வந்துருச்சு, இந்த ஒரு யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கு போகலாம்.
Do I recommend it? Is that the question?
Is it worth to go?
No, I don't think. Because அங்கேயும் you're paying a tuition fee.
Correct.
இல்ல அங்கேயும் you have to. And my thinking is, if you don't even put the effort to go into a decent university, I'm not even saying like Harvard and Columbia.
Yeah.
Some tier 3, that's still, decent university.
Yeah.
How are you going to survive in an environment where it's incredibly hard to get a job? People think it's, if I just go there, I'll figure it out. But getting in is the first step. And it's probably the easiest step.
Yeah.
Surviving is the hard step. So, I don't think it's worth it to go to some random university.
Some of the universities, because Texas, I don't want to name the university name, university notice board Telungula things are there.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, I know that there are sections of people, they go together from one place to another. I don't know. I would never recommend that. See, I come from a philosophy of like working hard to get into a good university.
Yeah.
Working hard there to get into a good company.
Yeah.
Although I quit the job. But still, I think, what is the point of doing that?
அவங்களோட கோல் இஸ் வெரி கிளியர். யூஎஸ் போகணும், நாங்கள் போனால் எப்படியாவது பண்ணிப்பேன்.
அங்கே போய் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? அங்கே they still have to get a job, right? அதுக்கு they still have to show their skills. What could happen in these situations I've seen, sometimes they get jobs from some consulting firm that will give them not even an actual offer letter.
Okay.
Some fake offer letter.
Correct.
Just to keep them in the country.
Correct.
But I don't know what they can do beyond OPT. OPT 12 months தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் they have to be paid something.
True.
So whatever they do, 12 months that they can do that.
Correct.
And I think it's honestly, these things set a bad example for everyone from a country. When a few people like this try to, get into a country this way, it's not something I would recommend.
Okay. So we talked about not university like Harvard or Columbia. If somebody want to get into Harvard or Columbia, so என்ன kind of preparation is needed and எப்போ start பண்ணலாம்?
I would say always start yesterday. Starting on there is no deadline. You have to start right now.
Yeah.
See, what goes into an application, you know this very well.
Yeah.
There is your things you cannot change, GPA, your past experiences.
Correct.
Things you can change I would say maybe GRE score, you can take it again. I took GRE twice actually.
Yeah.
Second time na 328 வாங்கினேன்.
Okay, good.
But first time was 321 or 322.
ஆமா, நீ 30000 கொடுத்தா என்ன ஸ்கோர் வேணுமோ கொடுத்துறாங்க.
என்னது?
நீ 30000 பே பண்ணா என்ன ஸ்கோர் வேணுமோ அது GRE கொடுத்துறாங்க.
What? Why? Is that true?
That's what is most of the places is happening today.
Oh my God.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, I didn't know that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Anyways, so things you can change your score. I meant in the sense of you can work hard to get another score,
properly,
not pay for
legally.
Not pay.
Yeah.
And then you can change recommendation letters, who you get it from, and essays.
Yeah.
So things you cannot change I wouldn't even worry. Like, they'll come and ask me, hey, I only have a 7.5 GPA. Should I even bother applying here? I mean, my question is, that's not the right question to ask.
Okay.
You should always have a dream list a match list and a safe list.
Yeah.
Everyone, including people who, let's say, even I had a safe list
Okay.
that I applied to. And then I'd focus on what is in my control. Now, can I get the best GRE score possible?
Okay.
Can I write a great essay that's not an AI ChatGPT essay? You know, can I actually write a good essay? And adula they can take help. Maybe some people are not qualified to write a great essay yet. They don't have the skills. They should go and get help from someone who can help them write a great essay.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying a consultant. I'm saying ask a senior who got into university.
True.
Maybe pay them if they are asking for it and take their help. And recommendation letters choose people who are experts in their field and can talk well about you. This is everything a university looks for. But it's still a black box, I'll be honest.
That's where they have a question here. See, you too had a safe list.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you said you are, if I'm not wrong, you are 9.85 CGPA.
9.84.
84, okay. 84. Where did you leave that 0.16?
Correct. I should have, my aim was 10 on 10 actually.
Oh my God. So, I still remember one joke actually. We'll take it off the podcast. Okay.
Now they'll be curious.
There was a girl in Dubai, I met her. She started crying over, all of a sudden she started crying. I asked her, what happened? She said, I never got these kind of marks in marks. That's it, 12th results came. I said, okay, it's fine. Tell me what is the mark. She said 99. I don't know whether I get counselor or after she said, I never got less than 100. So that's the kind of people like you.
Actually, I used to be that annoying person. I was that person and I would annoy myself right now if I cannot believe I was that person. Yes.
Okay, so you said that means 9.85. For that itself, Columbia is not in the safe list, is it?
Oh, no. I did not get into Yale. That was my dream school. Yale University had a Silver Scholars program back then.
Okay.
It was a very cool program where 1 year you university padipinga and 1 year entirely you work for a company.
Oh, okay.
While being in school, I think. I don't know if they still have it.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is great. Perfect fit for me. I didn't get in. I also did not get into, although I was never qualified. Now, I applied for Harvard deferred MBA program.
Okay.
Like you start after 2 years.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't get into that. I didn't get into Stanford's deferred MBA program. So I got into Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, I think Duke. I don't know if I applied for Duke. In the Mari, I got, decent schools only still. Safe, actually, I think I didn't apply for many safe. My safe was HEC Paris and Ashoka University.
Oh, okay.
Ashoka University had a 1-year travel program.
Okay.
Chuma for fun I applied for.
Like SP Jain, what they have?
That's some
3-4 countries.
Jagrati Yatra.
Okay.
The one year India travel panninga.
India travel, okay.
I was interested.
You set up 3 companies, sell out or something of those kind, no?
I don't think it's a company thing. It's more of you just travel to different places in India and learn the culture. I don't remember right now.
Recently, I came out of a program. Say, like example, within a year, you travel in multiple places, multiple cities, set up 3 companies. Each city you set up a company, sell it and come off. Something of those kind.
Oh, okay. But you asked me, is Columbia not a safe school?
List, yeah.
No, because now undergrad chemical engineering, grad school was management sciences.
Okay.
So I switched fields completely. And I'm surprised that I still got admits. Because now chemical engineering experience is there. Thankfully, undergrad I ஒரு club ஆரம்பிச்சேன். அந்த மூலமா I worked on some entrepreneurial projects.
Great.
And IIM Ahmedabadல ஒரு internship பண்ணேன்.
Super.
That's all I had really to talk about. So thankfully I got it.
Is still MBA, doing MBA is worth?
In the US?
Anywhere. Except the top school is okay. Because even this last 2 years, even the top school lost 20-25% of people not got a good ones. That's what the report says. Okay. So is it still MBA is worth?
Why do you ask all these hard questions? I wouldn't. Okay. suppose நான் apply பண்றேன் MBA இன்னைக்கு.
Okay.
If I don't get into the top 4 schools, I wouldn't go for an MBA. Because the reason you do it is for the network.
Correct.
It's for the kind of opportunities.
Okay.
So now I've met people from Stanford, GSB, UC Berkeley, Harvard, and so on.
Super.
They tell me that the thing they love the most is they had some of the smartest people they've ever met in their lives in the class. That's,
That
I think,
makes a difference.
worth it.
Lot of
Even
difference.
then, it's $200,000. Now, I would think like 10 times because I already have a master's.
Yeah, okay.
I'm actually applying for a master's in creative writing at Oxford right now.
Oh, that's
It's a part-time degree that I'm applying to.
Okay. So again, you're going to UK.
Yes, but it's part-time. So you only have to go thrice a year for like a week-long program.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can do distance learning.
Okay.
But I will go back to UK if I get in.
Yeah.
But my point is, it's costing about $15,000 after some scholarship.
Okay.
If I get in once again.
Yeah.
It's not a big investment at this point for me that I'm like, okay, I can do this per year.
Yeah.
But $200,000, I wouldn't do an MBA right now in my life.
Okay. Again, my question is doing an MBA without an experience, because most of the university B school asks for an experience.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people freshers doing an MBA. Because if you say the network, you said like, the kind of people whom you meet. Okay. If people comes with an experience and that case study has a meaning, doing an MBA without experience, does that have good value?
With my limited experience on this topic, I'll be honest, because I never did MBA, I would say no, because class you're supposed to bring case studies and stories to talk about. So when they talk about accounting, you don't even know what that means. Ellame theoretical.
Yeah.
You haven't actually done accounting for a company.
True.
So
somebody might have seen a balance sheet. Somebody might have seen the P&L. Who talks
exactly. For example, I know what it's like to set up a company in the US. Now, I have an LLC.
Correct.
I've set it up. I know what it's like to file taxes.
Correct.
What is a solo 401k and so on. But in a class without experience, I can't connect the two.
True.
So in that sense, it's better to have experience.
Okay. Somebody from India starting a company in US, how difficult or easy?
Is this person living in India to run the company in the
Somebody
US?
is coming as a student.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm a student in India. Now I got into some US university. I'm going there. How hard is it to start a company?
Yeah.
Actually, it's incredibly easy in terms of the process to start a company in the US. If you're in the US, you use some service like Stripe, Atlas, or Clerky.
Okay.
Various services. It takes 15 minutes.
Okay.
And it's cost about $500.
Okay.
And that's it. You get your employer identification number in 7 days.
Okay.
Max 14 days. So,
how about a visa?
So this is where I was going to say. Starting a company is very easy.
Okay.
But obviously you want to build a product, make money, take a salary, grow it and so on. You cannot do that until you have work authorization.
Okay.
அது நீங்க F1 visa இருக்கீங்க. Let's say I'm still in Colombia.
Okay.
I can set up the company.
Okay.
I can do research for what I'm doing. Maybe even raise money, but it's a gray area. I would talk to a lawyer. I cannot take any salary.
Okay.
I'm still on a student visa.
Okay.
I cannot build any active product.
Okay.
But OPT kadachadukku appuram I can do that. So OPT company மூலமா I can file, right?
Okay.
Because OPT kadaikiradhukku the requirement is it has to be related to your job and need 20 hours a week work pannu. And you just need an offer letter or something from the company. So OPT la I can start making money and all of that.
Okay.
But STEM OPT la there are more restrictions.
Oh, okay.
So STEM OPT la, let's say I've built a company, it makes over $50,000 a year. STEM OPT kadaikiradhukku I have to make sure the company is e-verified. It's not a hard process, but it's still, you have to do that. Second, now I need to take a salary every month above minimum wage.
Okay.
And I have to work minimum 20 hours.
20 hours, okay.
So let's say minimum wage for me it's $5,000 a month. The company has to have enough money to pay me $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
And now I cannot be self-employed. கம்பெனியில் நான் மட்டும் இருக்க முடியாது. I need to have someone who can sign off for me.
Okay.
So there's more restrictions. Talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, that's great. Good. So getting back to the point, okay, if someone's still aspiring to do their masters in US, okay, so what all things you see they must do, or what kind of preparation they must do actually?
Absolutely. Okay, just a quick question. Is this person just starting to apply, or they have an admit from US University?
இப்போதான் காலேஜ் போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
இப்போதான் ஃபைனல் இயர்ல இருக்காங்க.
ஆமா, தேர்ட் இயர் முடிச்சிருக்காங்க, ஃபைனல் இயர் போறாங்க. If they are aspiring to study a masters in US னா என்னென்ன ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் பண்ணணும், எப்போலேருந்து பண்ணணும்?
Okay. First, நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி I would look beyond US, but let's assume they do that. நான் யூனிவர்சிட்டி வந்து I'll create a 3 list: dream, match and safe. Definitely have safe.
Yeah.
Very important. Now, I would wait. Right now it's January entry பண்ண போறோம். So people will be applying for fall 27 appo.
26 still possible.
Oh, 26 still possible? Okay.
Possible, okay. Except some of the top ones.
Because ஒரு March deadline இருக்கு generally.
I mean,
latest
top
deadline.
ones will have December or like that.
Okay, say fall 26. Cool. So fall 26 March deadline. Hopefully இவங்க already ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க application because it's high time. இன்னும் 2 மாசம் தான் இருக்கு. Immediately I would figure out recommenders, essay எழுதுறது. Let's assume அவங்க அதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. Scholarship. I spent 30 hours looking for scholarships. And I found JN Tata, KC Mahindra, which covered 18 lakhs in loan scholarship.
Correct.
So I would definitely look at that. நீங்களே சொன்னீங்க ஒரு book publish பண்ணலாம்னு இருக்கீங்க.
Correct.
So you know there's scholarship out.
Correct.
அதுக்கப்புறம் assuming I get into a university and I make the decision of where to go, immediately நான் வந்து I would start looking into not just visa for F1, but now I will start reading about what are all of my work visas in the US. So I'm not even saying read Unshackle my book, but go read about ஒரு student graduate பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் what are all the work options. There's a few. It's not just H1B.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah.
அதை பற்றி நான் உடனே படிப்பேன். I would focus on health insurance. Housing is the most riskiest decision people make because நீங்கள் countryலே இல்லை, but you have to decide to pay the landlord.
Correct.
So என்னோட கேஸில் I had a relative of mine in the US, in New York, who went and saw the place before I signed.
Yeah.
So I would say definitely, do a video tour. Don't send money to anyone without a proper contract. Video tour.
Correct.
Ideally, அங்க இருக்கிறவங்க யாராவது போய் பார்க்க சொல்லுங்க.
Okay.
And then, finally go to the US and settle in. And building a LinkedIn profile from now. Not just a LinkedIn profile, a portfolio.
Yeah.
Because internship search, they assume that they should start it the day they accept the admit. Because if they wait till they go to the US, you land panone and the first month is chaotic. You have to figure out food, laundry,
correct,
rent, SIM card, ellame paakkum. So now in the internship search, I would start from the summer. June lende aarambichu, now I will start looking at what companies interest me in my field.
True.
Let's say I want to be a product manager. I would look at all of the companies in the last 10 years that came out of Y Combinator or Techstars, 500 startups.
Correct.
இதெல்லாம் funded companies. So in the companies, I'll see which of them are doing well. And I would start reaching out to the employees without asking anything. Just saying that, hey, I'm coming to the US soon. I'm very excited about what you guys do. I just want to stay in touch. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Very simple.
One thing which you have yet to touch upon, city, because places like New York or places like California is most expensive.
Yeah.
As a student, okay, I mean, also opportunities are there, no doubt about it, but affordability is also a question. How does it really make a difference?
See, now, this is my opinion on this, not the right one. I'm thinking, you're already spending $50,000 plus for your university tuition.
Universities, yeah.
Do you really want to go to a city where there's no one? Or let's say Cornell is in Ithaca. Yeah. It's very cold and it's nowhere. versus Colombia, right in Manhattan City.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe நீங்க ஒரு $10,000 extra spend பண்ணுவீங்க ஒரு வருஷத்துல. But that's worth being in the city for the network you have. That's my opinion. I think I don't want to stay in some no-name cold city that no companies are there at. அதனால தான் I chose Columbia actually.
Correct. Okay.
Because Dartmouth and Cornell, ரெண்டுமே it's in very cold cities. I mean, New York was also cold, but also அங்க எதுவுமே nothing was going on.
But New York, I mean, like, the one city which is never sleeps.
Yes, it really doesn't sleep actually. There's things open at night all the time.
Yeah. I mean, going from Chennai, or rather I'll say Trichy, okay, that to Thoothukudi is the NIT is like...
Exactly. That's the other thing. நான் NIT-ல 4 years இருந்தேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் I was like, I don't want to stay in a town like this.
Yeah.
Because NIT-ல all we did was, we were in college. நாங்க வெளில எங்கேயுமே போலாம்.
போறதுக்கும் இல்லை.
இதுவுமே ஒரே ஒரு தியேட்டர் இருந்தது, ஒரே ஒரு ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் இருந்தது. That's it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that shift, I mean, the challenges as a student, I mean, are you able to cope up the initial challenges? Because generally, going to a new place, new things, as you said, like, it take the first month, lot of challenges actually. What kind of advice you wanted to give it to the students actually?
I mean, நான் வந்து I would expect difficulty. That's it. Expect it to be a hard journey the first few months, even after that, but especially the first few months. Because what you're doing is, a great example is, let's say you say, I want to start a company.
Okay.
And you start the company, and on day 5 you realize, oh, this is hard. Obviously, you're doing something that's a hard thing. எல்லாருக்குமே அது கஷ்டமா இருக்கும், உங்களுக்கு மட்டும் இல்ல.
Correct.
So I would remind myself, it's hard for everyone. Normalize that. எனக்கு மட்டும் இல்ல, everyone is feeling this way, even if they don't say it. So expect difficulty.
So நீ அம்மா அப்பாவுக்கு மட்டும்தான் Salesforce சொல்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி சொல்லிட்டீங்களா? Even for yourself you told, I mean, like, starting a company is difficult. Are you prepared yourself saying, like, I'm going to go through a rough phase? You might have gone through a rough phase, if I'm not wrong actually. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. And the first 6 months quit பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம், the number of times I thought about money. அது வரைக்கும் I didn't have to think about money that much, right? Every month I'll get, every 2 weeks paycheck வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். And it was a lot of money. And then nothing. Or like not much. Really nothing. So that was... money என்னோட views on money have changed in the last 4 years. முன்னாடி quit பண்ணும்போது I had this feeling of people who follow money, they are making a mistake in life. People should follow their passion only. Like, if you're not living, if you don't enjoy what you do, what's the point of doing it? அப்படின்னு இருந்தேன்.
அதெல்லாம் philosophy ஆயிடுச்சா?
இப்போ I would say it's more grounded. But I realized that, look, money is, you have to respect money. It's very important. And not just that, good people having more money is better for the world. So because good people will give it back in ways.
Very true.
So now I have a view of money of definitely focused on making cash flow, like sustainable cash flow. But I have an 80-20 rule. It's a fun rule. I'm okay with spending 20% of my time focused on things that make money, even if I don't enjoy it 100%.
Okay.
But 70 to 80% of my time will always go into my passion.
That's good.
That's worked out okay. So
I'm sure to a greater extent you have answered, I mean, the lot of doubts people who are saying, like, should I consider US or only US, as, I mean, you have answered. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining the podcast.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.